What an amazing event this 69th Ballon d'Or ceremony was. And guys, to be honest, this is one of the most exciting Ballon d'Ors I've watched, the Ballon d'Or ceremonies I've watched, because right up to the end, nobody knew who the winner was. And I think this is how our award ceremony should be held. In the subsequent years, it got to a time where they kind of announce the winner, or everyone knows who is winning before the award, and that used to kill a lot of the excitement and stuff. But in this, they brought that back. I think they used to do that before, and then they brought it back. So in this ceremony, no one knew who was winning right up to the end. And you could see how tense and nervous the players were getting to the end when they were about to announce the winner of the award. So the first award I'm going to talk about is the Copper Trophy, which is for the under 21 best under 21 player for both men and women. I'm going to talk about the men's players because I don't know much about the women. So Lamine Yamal won the Copper Trophy for the second time in a row, and I don't know if there's any other player who has done that. I think he's the only one who has won it twice, and I think he deserved it. There are other players in the conversation. Personally, I thought I didn't realize that Lamine was in the conversation for that. I would have chosen him anyway, but I thought Desiree Doué also deserved it as well. Joao Neves too was there, so he could have gone to either one of them because Doué was exceptional in the Champions League. He was exceptional in the Club World Cup as well. So Doué, Lamine Yamal, Joao Neves, any of them, I would have been fine with this. So I have no pushback about this award really. It's just there were three people that deserved it for me, and they all kind of had a good season. So and Lamine was the best among them, so that's fine. So the next award was the Yashin Trophy, which was for the best keeper, and I think that one is clear. Obviously, it's going to be Donnarumma. I even think he should have been part of the candidates for the Ballon d'Or itself because I mean we all watched Donnarumma. He was the best keeper in Europe, best keeper in the world. He made big saves in the Champions League to rescue PSG from Arsenal and other games. So I think he should have even been more in that conversation. So the Yashin Trophy is perfectly fits Donnarumma. So no pushback about that too. PSG also won the Club of the Year. I mean, they won the treble. They won almost everything besides the Club World Cup where they lost against Chelsea in the final. So they deserved Club of the Year as well. So talking about the ultimate prize, the big one, the Ballon d'Or, the best player in the world. It was between Lamine Yamal and Ousmane Dembele. And personally, I don't think it was even a conversation because Lamine was good last season. Don't get me wrong, he was good, but I think Dembele was exceptional. So Dembele deserved it fully. The problem I have with the Ballon d'Or ranking is the positioning of Pedri and the positioning of Rafinha. Because personally, I think Rafinha should have been second and Lamine should have been fifth. That's, I think, was something that they switched. I don't know because looking at last season, anybody who watched Barcelona last season could tell that Rafinha was our best player. Even though Lamine was also there, well, Lamine, and Pedro were our best players. So, but personally, I think Rafinha had the numbers on his side. So I think Rafinha should have been higher than fifth, even if not second, at least third. Then again, the PSG players too, Vitinha, and then the other ones, they won the Champions League and stuff. So you can also make a case for them. So I'm not too angry about that. But what I don't understand is how Pedri is outside of the top 10. Nobody can convince me that Pedri should be outside of the top 10 in this Ballon d'Or. It's not possible. So you're trying to tell me that there were 10 other players that were better than Pedri. This same Pedri we all watch. It's not possible. That's a big mistake from French football. I mean, well, it's not from French football. People voted. They voted for it. So I don't know how the voting was. Maybe his numbers weren't too good. But I mean, the eye test players like Pedri don't need numbers. The eye test is good enough for players like Pedri. Once you watch them, You could see recently, you see Paul Scholes, everyone, Tony Cruz, everyone is talking about the guy. The guy is the best midfielder in the world right now, and everyone knows it. So I'm disappointed. I'm really disappointed in Pedri's position. Honestly, very very disappointed. He should have at least been in the top 10, at least. But it is what it is. People voted, and then they choose what they choose. So there's nothing more to say. But this season, I bet you next season we'll see the next Ballon d'Or ceremony. We'll see Pedri in the top 10. I can assure you that he'll be in the top 10, provided he doesn't get injured. Let me add that. Provided he doesn't get injured, we'll see him in the top 10. So that's that's it. All in all, the ceremony was successful. Guys, I was so glad to see Dembele win this award because over the years there has been comparison between Dembele and Mbappe. People have said Dembele has been a flop, including Barca fans. He flopped at Barca, especially when he was getting injured a lot. Players who played with and against both Mbappe and Dembele, especially those in the French youth setup, always said Dembele was better. Always. There have been countless teammates and opponents of both Dembele and Mbappe who have said Dembele is better. And now Dembele has somewhat proved them right because he basically achieved everything that Mbappe couldn't. He won the Champions League with PSG. He won the Ballon d'Or. He was also in that World Cup winning squad as well. Right now, there is an argument to say that Dembele has proven all those guys right. All those players who said, oh, they prefer Dembele to Mbappe and all that. And it was a very amazing moment with his mother there, his brother crying. You could tell that it was a special moment for him. And yeah, and I know now the PSG president will be thinking that he made the right choice by replacing Mbappe with Dembele because it has paid off. He has proven everyone wrong. And all these funny, silly narratives where they say you're supposed to go to Madrid or you're supposed to go to a certain team to win the Ballon d'Or. All these narratives have been rubbished by Dembele because he clearly did it at PSG. In the French league, the so-called Farmers League, where someone stayed for years and couldn't do anything. He achieved everything other people couldn't achieve in the Farmers League. There were narratives. Some people said they had to move to Real Madrid to win the Ballon d'Or and all this talk. And it's all nonsense. We've seen it now. The fact is that if your player is good enough, he's good enough. So if your player is not winning, it means that he's not good enough. And that's the fact. That's the fact. He's not good enough. So if he's good enough, he should show us. So that's that.